Chocs and Chocettes in between Roberto for another video review. It's the Nestle Aero Candy Cane Bubbles. Yeah, vanilla flavour. So basically they're sort of take on, well, the new sort of version of the snow bubbles they did last year, their Christmas edition. No, it is all winter edition. It is nearly October, but it's still September basically when I bought these. So it's very much, you know, there's a lot of time left to go before we get to Christmas time, winter time. You know, but nonetheless, I guess it's nearly here. So I guess if you discount the fact it's, you know, potentially aimed at Christmas and think of it more of a wintry thing, I guess it's closer. But even so, it's still a good 2 months away, I would have said. So, yeah, interesting. But yeah, so what are they? Well, vanilla flavour. You can see it's basically the old snow bubbles, same as these, but rather than the red, they had sort of a chocolate colour, a brown colour on them. So they look very nice. These ones. This candy cane, these sort of candy cane things. I guess they're sort of a wintry, Christmassy type of fare, aren't they? Really, but they are synonymous with. I guess, well, you know, in mainland Europe, this sort of colour is synonymous with like a minty flavour, really. So, but these aren't mint. Let's say they're vanilla. So, interesting one. So, what's that to say on the back? Let's have a look. What does it say? Share a bubble, it says there. An aerated vanilla flavour centre with a half white, half red shell. So you notice it isn't actually white chocolate as well. In fact, does it contain any chocolate? I mean, let's have a look. What's it saying? I don't know if it even has any chocolate in this. There's that palm fat in there, you can see. A few other fats in there as well, actually. But there's no actual chocolate in there. You can't see any chocolate. There's no chocolate, so I don't know what it is. But it's not actually chocolate. Not suited for vegetarians, it says there as well, look. There you go. So why is that? It's possibly... Oh, I don't know why. Why is it not suited for vegetarians? There you go, carmine. It's the colouring there, basically. It's taken from beetles. So there you go. I've had that colouring or similar to that. I think it was in some of the, yeah, there's that colouring in some of the Terry's products. Or their sort of mini eggs, I think, for Easter. Yeah, and they did have a distinct taste, so we'll see. UK only, don't recycle at home. The Republic of Ireland, you can recycle at home. So there you go. I always say that, it's stupid, isn't it? You can recycle at home in the Republic of Ireland, not in the UK. I mean, why is that? Share or save your sweets. So don't eat them all at once, it's trying to say. No serving, 8 sweets is 1 serving. 100 grams, 536 calories. That's saying 29.4 grams of fat, 17.6 of which are saturates, and bursts 8 sweets, 129 calories, 7.1 grams of fat, 4.2 of which are saturates. So how many portions are there per pack, does it say? I think it specifically says. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. It doesn't easily say, basically. I'll give you the weight of what they are. Usually it tells you somewhere, but I can't see it here. So an interesting one. It's a 70 gram bag. There we go. Alright. I guess from that, 70 grams, it's about 2/3 of that. So there's probably about 24, I reckon. 24, we'll see though. We'll have a count in a second. You can see as well, nice little graphic there showing what they are. Yeah, there isn't much more to say really. You just have to throw in the bin some of them, even though it's saying you can recycle them, so that's a bit confusing. But yeah, you can see as well the bag, well, this bit's crimped at the top, you know, there's never going to be anything in there. There's a crimpage at the bottom as well. If you take that sort of bit away roughly, you know, the bag is a lot smaller than it first appears, you know, so it's not full even then. But how full is it? Well, let's give it an open. Let's move stuff down and do just that. Right, come on, going to give these Nestle Aero Candy Cane Bubbles an open. Yes, what it say? Feel the bubbles melt, it says there. Yeah, so interesting one. Well, let's just do this now. The time's going to do about 1,050 reviews, please. What's something along those lines? So if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not done already. We'll try to find a link to post all the other reviews, lots of related ones, such as Aero ones, and other winter Christmassy ones. So, yeah, if you watch this and like to subscribe, go check this out. Hope you enjoyed this too. Well, they look very nice, don't they? I must say, very vivid red colour. Yeah. I say not super vegetarians these. Let's pull them. I reckon there'll be about 20, was 8, 16, 20, 24 of these I reckon there would be. Oh, goodness me. Let's see if I'm right. I don't think I am. Maybe it's more like 16. But yeah, it's more of a pink colour. Maybe you might make that out on the camera, but it's very pink. Yeah, I think you can. Rather than red. It looks red on there, but it's very pink in hand. You know, yeah, interesting. Must be because of the white underneath, perhaps. It's making it look a bit pinky. Smell a bit. They do smell very vanilla-y actually. They smell like vanilla candles, you know. It was very interesting. Right. Let's see how many are. They're going to roll everywhere, so we've got to be careful. So there's 10 there. 15 there, I think. So it's 20 actually. So I was almost right with 24. I wasn't miles away. I was in between. So there's 5 there, 10 there, 15, 20. Yeah. You can see one here is a bit broke somewhere. Where's it gone? I can see it on the camera, but I can't. Where is it? I can see it on the camera. Where is it? There it is. This one. Okay, yeah. You can see it's a bit broken. You see what it's about though? You can see a very thin layer of red or pink on it. You can see just how thin it is actually. So, you know, there really isn't much by way of that layer on the top. It's really just that thin down the inside. Let's give one a bit of a chop all the same, just so we can see that. I'm going to chop it down the other cross section. Alright, so there you go. Yeah, so you can see it is basically just a sort of, there's no white chocolate, as I say, that's a vanilla filling, you know. So do bear in mind this isn't chocolate, or at least it's not something that can be labelled as chocolate. There we go. But yeah, quite a thin layer there of the sort of the reddy top. In fact, it looks pink even on the cross section, so it's not the white that's making it pink, it just is pink, which is very strange. I don't know how they've managed that. Alright, let's give a bit of a measure then, shall we? Got the older calipers here, so let's see. So they're all spheres, or roughly spheres anyway, so about 1.9. Yeah, so about 1.92 centimetres roughly. Alright. Alright, well I don't think there's much more to say really, so yeah, quite a quick one. Let's move myself up, give them a taste. Okay everyone, going to give these, yes, Nestle Aero Candy Cane Bubbles a taste, vanilla flavour. Yeah, so interesting. They're very pink. I mean, you know, say it's not even the fact that it's the, you know, the white underneath making it pink. They just are pink rather than, you know, red, which is a bit of a shame, you know. Doesn't really look like, I mean, they look good, but they just don't look like anything like they're meant to really, you know. But I think probably, maybe it's better. You can see it's all very much red on this packaging, but very pink in hand, you know. Interesting. It's, you know, it's that cochineal carmine. It's the colouring, you know. Yeah, carminic acid, it says. Interesting. All right, so not suitable for vegetarians, these ones, and it does say not suitable for vegetarians. There you go. All right, well, without further ado, let's give one a taste. Let's do it. Interesting. What do I think? Definitely gets a very vanilla-y flavour. I do feel a bit, you know, it might be my imagination, but I do reckon that carmine does have a taste to it, and it has done in other products I've had in the past. Let's just bite half of it. The pink half. It tastes very sweet. A very sweet taste. So maybe it's just the vanilla, you know. You can see the bubbly centre there as well. Quite bubbly. Not massively so, but still certainly bubbly. You know, there's some bubbles there. I have to say maybe it is all like that actually. Maybe it does all have that taste. It's okay, it catches in your photos, but it's reminiscent of white chocolate. It's not, you know, I don't think it actually is white chocolate, but it's reminiscent of it, for sure. They're okay really, they look quite nice. There's a very sweet taste to them. Very easy to eat, you know. I think they look nice. I think they do look better than they probably would if they were red, but you know, they are meant to be red, you know, so it's a bit of a miss there. But all in all, not too bad. They don't catch in the throat. It's quite a catching a throaty taste, you know. This isn't white chocolate, but white chocolate often does that to me. They're okay, basically. They're nothing groundbreaking, but I say they have kept them. I'm gonna have to have a drink, really. You know, nice cup of coffee on hand. But they're all right. They're all right. They're quite a fluffy centre. It's, you know, it's typical of Aero. It's not massively velvety like Whisper, but it's not too bad. It's nice and fluffy and aerated. You know, so the vanilla flavour is just there. It's mainly what it is. The colour's just for show. Not suited for vegetarians, which is a bit of a shame. I think the fact that it's pink as well. You know, I mean, the fact that they've not nailed the colour anyway, so they could have just, you know, why include that cochineal or what have you? You know, why include that carmine acid, carminic acid? You know, why include that to make the colour? You know, when it's not the right colour anyway. You know, so just, you know, it's just a bit pointless really. I think they missed the trick there. As I say, you know, very much pink rather than red. So. So for me, I mean, I guess you could say candy canes are, you know, could be pink and white, but I mean, it's definitely meant to be red, isn't it? You can clearly see. So a bit of a shame that. I think they made a mistake there. There's obviously something gone wrong with the recipe. I don't know if it's specific to my pack or whether they're all like that, but I assume they probably all will be. I find it difficult to believe otherwise, but who knows? Let me know. But yeah, for me, they're okay. They just are what they are. You know, they look all right, but as I say, that comes at the detriment of having not being suitable for vegetarians. But there's, you know, they taste like it is quite vanilla. They smell very nice. There's a lovely vanilla smell. You can almost have these as, I'll say if you had enough of them, they might produce quite a nice vanilla smell in there for your house or what have you. You know, well, of course you probably would eat them, but they're okay. I think It's a difficult one. These ones are pretty average. Average chocolates are about a 3 out of 5. They're roughly around that. They're not really chocolate though, but they're nice enough. You know, they tick some boxes. I think they're not going to blow your socks off. They're sort of, you know, quite fluffy, quite aerated, but quite catchy and a fruity taste. You know, they look quite nice, but again, not so good vegetarians, all this, that, and the other. So I think for me, they hit the spot. They tick a few boxes, but they're nothing too special. So they're just, you know, basically 3.5 out of 5, I think, for me. Alright guys, let me know what you think of these ones, or whether you're bothered about the fact not suitable for vegetarians, what you think of the colour scheme, things like this, let me know. And leave a comment on free, always great to hear from you, and always doing best to reply. Check out one of the videos that's appearing on screen now. If you support my channel by continuing to watch my content, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the YouTube member program Discord server, links in the description for those. And have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.